And on this Wednesday, February 26th, 2025 edition of Newsmakers, the Vatican says Pope Francis has shown further slight improvement as he battles double pneumonia, but doctors still say his prognosis is guarded. A CT chest scan taken Tuesday evening showed the normal evolution of an infection as it is being treated. Blood tests have confirmed an improvement, according to the Vatican's late update. The slight kidney insufficiency detected a few days ago had receded, and Francis is continuing to receive respiratory physiotherapy. It was the first time the Vatican has said Francis was receiving physiotherapy to help him expel fluid from his lungs. Three of President Trump's cabinet picks, Dean John Sawyer, the nominee for Solicitor General, Harmeet Dillon, nominee for the Justice Department's Assistant Attorney General for Civil Rights, and Aaron Wrights, nominee for Assistant Attorney General for the Justice Department's Legal Policy Office, face initial hearings today and, if confirmed, would have significant influence over abortion access nationwide. All three also have long pro-life histories. Sauer has been involved in several significant abortion cases, including challenging a St. Louis reproductive equity fund, and has argued against the FDA approval of the abortion pill mifepristone. Dillon has called herself a lawyer for the pro-life movement in 2022 and has represented pro-life groups. She said last year that laws that protect abortion providers from prosecution for treating out-of-state patients are unconstitutional. Wrights has repeatedly called himself pro-life and said life begins at conception. His legal career has included challenging medication abortion access, and he served as a fellow for Alliance Defending Freedom, which was behind attempts to undo FDA approval of mifepristone. The U.S. Supreme Court seemed likely today to side with an Ohio woman who claims she suffered sex discrimination from her employer because she's heterosexual. The outcome of the case could remove an additional requirement that some courts apply when members of a majority group, including those who are white and heterosexual, sue for discrimination under federal law. The number of Americans who identify as Christian has declined steadily for years, but that drop shows signs of slowing. Haya Penjwani reports.
That's according to a new survey from the Pew Research Center. Its religious landscape study finds that 62% of U.S. adults call themselves Christians, a level that has remained relatively stable since 2019. The rise of people who don't affiliate with any religion has also reached at least a temporary plateau, with just over a quarter of U.S. adults in that category. By some measures, the U.S. remains overwhelmingly spiritual, with 83% believing in God or a universal spirit, and 86% believing that people have a soul or a spirit. I'm Haya Penjwani.
The report goes on to say Pew found just 46% of the youngest American adults identifying as Christian, compared to 80% of the oldest adults. The youngest adults are also 3 times more likely than the oldest group to be religiously unaffiliated. And the survey shows 51% of political liberals claim no religion, up 24 points from 2007. Only 37% of U.S. liberals identify as Christian, down from 62% in 2007. The number of Americans who belong to religions beside Christianity has been increasing, though it's still a small portion of the population at 7%. That includes the 2% who are Jewish and the 1% each who are Muslim, Buddhist, or Hindu. Of U.S. Christian adults, 40% are Protestant and 19% are Catholic. The remaining 3% in Pew's survey include Latter-day Saints, Orthodox Christians, Jehovah's Witnesses, and smaller Christian groups. The 2 largest Protestant denominations in the Pew survey remain the Southern Baptist Convention and the United Methodist Church. And that's Newsmakers for this Wednesday, February 26th, 2025 edition. I'm Keith Black.